Friends on same wavelength, Chennai Annanagar chapter, welcoming you all for our 189th meet. That is, we have completed 15 years, 9 months by the cooperation of all our members. It gives me a great pleasure in welcoming you all for today's meeting. In addition to that, I take the opportunity of welcoming our distinguished speaker of today evening, Sri N V Mahesh, B.Tech Computers from Mysore University, expert in IT consultancy and web designing. He's been very well experienced in that subject and he has been chosen today to address our on a very interesting and an important topic. The topic he has chosen is artificial intelligence for day-to-day life. Artificial intelligence for day-to-day life. So that is again a very important and a useful topic. I also take the opportunity of welcoming our own Vice President, Professor R.V.S. Sharma, Senior Consultant, Manipal Hospital, Bangalore, for having, even though busy in schedule, he could arrange for the speaker to us for today. Thank you very much, Professor Ji. Now, moving forward, I request our speaker to deliver his lecture.
Yeah, thank you. So, good evening, everyone. So, again, I like to introduce once again with quickly. So, I stay in Whitefield, Bangalore. Basically, I'm originally from Chikbalapur, which is just 15 minutes from Kempegowda International Airport. So, as my friend told, I did my engineering in Mysore University. So, I have 20 plus years in experience. So, today's topic, AI for everyday life. Now, it's one of the biggest technology trends, right? So, it is buzz all over the world. So, actually, I'm not an AI expert, to be frank. So, I'm someone who is exploring AI and using to solve real life problems, right? So, I keep browsing all the AI tools and try to learn wherever it helps me, right? So you may ask, if you're not an expert, why do you choose this topic? So the reason is quite simple. Let's say, for example, I have one PG also. So recently I was checking for to get an app for maintaining the PG. So they were trying to tell 1 lakh per one-time registration or monthly kind of 5,000 per month. So I thought it's quite expensive, right? So I thought let me try through AI. So I don't have any application, web app development. I have zero knowledge. So while doing that, I took completely AI help, and without any zero knowledge in with web mobile app development, I was able to create that application, whatever based on my requirements, I was able to do it. So, and even I was planning to sell that as well. So that's the one which, again, I do invest in a couple of stock market, right? So there also there are to parse that a couple of shares, right? So we need a lot of parameters we need to go through. So again, if you see there are algo trading, all those things are going on right now, right? So algo trading is one of the fast moving tools in the entire stock market world. So that also I was tried, and in fairly it is working very well. So I thought, this AI is not for only technical experts. It's for everyone. It's for a student, or for a doctor, or retired professional. Anybody who is interested, definitely they can use on every day and save a lot of time. So today my goal is not to teach, not the technical behind AI. I just want to show everyone how to use AI for simple, practical, and useful on daily basis, right? Okay. So, this is what the first slides what we have right now. It's basically I designed this um, considering our age group, everything. So I have kept very simple things. Probably you may know a couple of things. Okay, already you know, but still I have covered that as part of this session. So now you can see the second slide.
Yes, you can see your second slide.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the roadmap what we have for this session. First, we'll understand what is AI, how it learns, why the whole world suddenly started talking about AI from last 4 years. And we'll cover the history also, right? So
And
just to
some lot
understand the
of noise
basics.
is coming. Probably are using the headphones, or I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Some scratchy noise is coming.
Is it okay, sir? Now?
No, it's very much okay.
Okay. Okay. Fine. I just need to probably. Yeah. So that is one, understanding the what exactly the AI background, and then we'll discuss on the benefits and the risk involved. And third is live demonstrations on how we can use on day to day life, and then how to protect you and your family. A lot of scams are happening through AI as well. So how to protect us. So these are the things which we are going in the next 45 minutes. Okay. So how AI started? It's triggered in with a question in 1950. Can machines think? That's one guy is started thinking, right? That one question. It's probably that may not be apt for that time, but people started thinking, yes, why not? So over the years, so many years, and then if you see in the 1997, there is IBM have produced Deep Blue, right? That defeated the chess application, which defeated that time world champion Gary Kasparov. That's the one breakthrough at that particular time. And then again, for a long gap, the Apple introduced Siri. That's the first AI assistant what we had. And then later on, there are a couple of things happened, like or Google had so many innovations. But the major breakthrough in 2022, where ChatGPT announces their tool, and then it reaches 100 million in just 60 days. That was a huge people have accessed, and it was a big hit in the market as well. And then in 2026, right now, currently, there are more than 1 billion daily users are there who use AI for their every day. Right? If, for example, I open ChatGPT or anything every day, in at least once in a day, right? So like that, there are a lot of users are coming up, and it is every year, every month there are a lot of tools, innovations are coming up in this particular sector, right? So what is artificial intelligence? Actually, AI is the science of making computers and machines act, think, and learn like humans. It is like, it mimics humans. The way we talk, the way we think, exactly it works like that, because the technology, it correlated with the humans, right? So it allows machine to solve problems and recognize text, faces, and it makes the decisions on its own. That's an important point, right? Let's compare with our ordinary earlier software. It just earlier software. It just follow the instructions. Let's say we have a program where it segregates the email, right, based on particular keyword. For example, if you email arrive in your email box, invoice word it found, it will send it to finance folder, or meeting word, it move to meeting folder. That's whatever the instruction it is, clearly it is following. That is how it is program also written. Now artificial intelligence, it is totally different. It learns, understands, and makes decisions based on the experience. So for example, the same mail, if artificial intelligence is reading, it go through the entire email and it exactly tells, okay, this is a particular bill, or this is a scam email, this is the action you need to take, this is what you need to reply. Everything it is taken care, and that is the the major difference. AI learns from example rather than writing rules and following. Let's say, for example, in ordinary software, you need a change from meeting to, if you find the word meeting, you want to meet, send that to a different folder. Again, you need to change the code. But artificial intelligence is different. It learns from the examples, right? So yeah. So AI is compared with a child. It fed with huge data. The entire world, if you see the 30 years or 35 years, the internet, a lot of millions of books, articles, photos, conversations, huge data is absorbed, right, in worldwide. That entire data is fed into this AI, right? So based on that, it will find out the patterns, which word follows which, you know, uh, all those patterns it will identify, and it started predicting word by word, right? To get the best answer. That's how ChatGPT, Gemini, if you type any questions, uh, you felt like somebody has already stored the answer, but that's not the way. That's how it predicts based on the whatever examples are fed, right? And then there is a difference is uh, so AI is like something where even if it is don't know, but it's try to still answer. That's one negative thing. So whenever we are using AI, particularly for critical things like you know uh, a medical report, if you are scanning through AI, need to be very careful. It may give you a wrong answer also, but it always mimic it is the right. So you need to have validation from your end always. Just make sure that, right. So I already discussed about this old automation and clear comparison. So old automation, if you see, follows rules written by humans, and each tool for one task, there is one particular word. For example, a payroll application, one tool, calculator, one tool. There is n number of tools for each task, right? That is how earlier old automation, but it requires each programming for each application. That's how it was working, right? And even if you are asking any question or something, if you type wrong, it will not take. You have to be exactly, you need to give the proper inputs, right, in the old automation. Now in artificial intelligence, as we discussed, it's all learned from the examples what we have hidden. It's every day it learns, every minute it learns, because our data is robust, it available everywhere, right? So here one system can do multiple tasks. If you go to ChatGPT or Gemini everywhere, that one tool can handle multiple tasks. Whatever, like if you want to calculate, if you want to read books, or you want to analyze something, stock market data, whatever, in one tool you can do it, because it has that fed with lot of data, right? And you don't need to. It's not only typing the message or something. You can upload, photos, or why you can talk any language, irrespective of any language, Kannada, English, whatever, right? And it will assist you for any taking the judgment. But as I said before, you need to be careful, right? So AI cannot be replaced as for your judgment. So it will help, but the final call will be judgment. Final judgment should be always ours, right? So that's why we always say AI cannot replace humans. Final judgment is always with humans. Right? So yeah, this is already we discussed. So just a word I want to say is just an analogy we can give. A traditional software is like fixed recipe, and AI is like a chef who keeps learning new dishes every day. Right? So not monthly, it is like every day, every minute. So right. So why suddenly there is big buzz in 2022? So since we have a lot of data is available and the cheap computing power, right? Earlier, for example, whatever labs which we used to build in data centers in 2000. Now, with very minimal cost, the same date, I mean, uh, same data, whatever requirements we can set up in our current phones, it is coming up, right? So everything is available chips, whatever, I mean, and there is a lot of innovations on the chips as well. There are a lot of uh, fast chips uh, and then there is innovation in the cloud management, so many things which and the cost, main is the cost, cheap computing power. So this is where a lot of people have uh, done beautiful innovations on these things. And in particularly in 2017, there is one technology, what we call as a transformer, which where all ChatGPT and Gemini, they use it. That's a key discovery where it research what we feed the data, right? For example, it whatever we feed, it split everything in a tokens, right? So that transformer technology will become a breakthrough in the AI world, right? So this is just a since we are talking about AI, I thought I need to put the technology side also. Like the main thing is fuel is data, and then the algorithms, what we call is as a machine learning, and then the important thing is neural networks, which exactly work as our brain. It's connecting the dots. What we say is brain. It works based on the how brain works, right? The neural networks it is designed, right? And then we have a couple of technologies, LLMs, computer visions, and a lot of things which are involved to build the AI. So, and this is not something which AI we are using from, as we discussed, it is innovated from, I would say, from 1950 to till date. And knowingly, unknowingly, we were using the AI. Like in WhatsApp, if you are typing message, it will automatically choose, correct the sentence, and then spam calling blocks, all those features. And YouTube, whenever you log in, it will show what exactly you want to think, and what those videos sometimes it will come up based on your history. It will predict the data, right? And even in your camera night mode, it will automatically automate and focus on your face. Google Maps is one of the most innovative thing, predicting the traffic, all those things. Your bank transactions will be blocked with whenever it found any fraud. So these are the things which we do. We use it as AI knowingly or unknowingly, right? And there's some of the AI chat, which is a big hit in the market, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, which definitely I want to. This is my one of the favorite, where it helps you to build all the applications, Claude, and it is very, compared to any other tools, very less error prone. And then, I mean, each tool have a different positives and negatives as well, right? And yeah, how to use it. So prompt engineering, probably most of you heard about it. So when you are talking to ChatGPT or any tools, right, AI tools, so prompt is very much important. What you ask is most important, right? So otherwise, for example, so you are traveling for a 3 days trip to any place where you have a budget, everything, and you prompt like tell me about travel, any so where there is no clear information. That's why we call it as a bad prompt. So good prompt should be like you need to be very clear how many days trip, how much amount you are spending, what is your requirement. You need a hotel, you need elevator, where do you want to see, what is your age as well. So those things which uh, those things which definitely uh, you'll get the right information. So the golden rule will be a vague prompt always be give a generic answer, So we usually, earlier we used to, for example, when you are searching in a Google, we used to look for an answer, but our AI will, we always look for a solution, not for an answer, right? So prompt engineering is one of the important topic where you need to give a right prompts, right? A precise prompt definitely will get a good results, and it is always to be iterative, right? It may not give in the first prompt, and it should be iterative. You need to keep asking in the right way. So definitely at the end, at least for 3-4 iterations, definitely what your requirement, it will come up, right? And as I said, it is search. This is not a search engine like getting for an answer. It is, it will work for towards the solutions. So what is the benefits of AI? The first is always what we discuss is time and effort. Um, that's the big thing. Like earlier, let's say for example, booking a for a flight and hotel, and if you are traveling anywhere, it takes 2-3 hours, right, to to choose the best one. Now it's a different story where you give a proper prompt. You need 3-4 minutes. You will get everything, with proper budget and where to buy all those things. So that's a big uh, time saving, right? And even language freedom. Earlier, a lot of people will struggle with communication with different languages. The whole India is with different languages. Now, you don't need to type. You can speak any language, which and the tools will understand. That's a big positive thing. And ability restored. So you don't need, as we said, you don't need to read also. You can hear. If you can, voice typing will be there. Even if you're not able to see, there is the reader will help you to hear the voice. A lot of positive things are there, and it's a patient teacher. So you ask so many questions for 100, 200 times, it will answer the with patiently, and it available 24 bar 7. That's most important. You can get up anytime you ask question, you will get the answer, right? And there's a lot of innovations on the done in all the most of the fields like medicine. There are AI reads X-rays, scans, everything, and it will give results. And if you see in the 2024 for an AI for predicting protein shapes, which is in chemistry department, they got Nobel Prize for. It's actually for AI, but AI they got a Nobel Prize, but it is given to the designers for that AI. So that's a huge a positive thing for an AI. And then even agricultures, there are though the India we still need to improve on these things, but at least in couple of cities, farmers also started using because I have seen in my native uh, in the grapes, if they are take the photo and upload it in chat GPT and ask for what exactly they need to, which trade they need to do. You don't need to wait for consultant to get the answer. You can immediately through phone you can get what you want, right? And even education, earlier in our days, we need to wait for to the expert to get his availability, to get what you want to know and answer. Or if you a student, you need to wait for the teacher for the next day, right? Or you will have that shyness, how to ask the questions. Now this is a different world. You go and type, you'll get the answer, right? That's the positive things. And there's a lot of innovations in science, weather, all those things. Now, risk and advantages is quite important because every day in so the risk is, as I said in the beginning, hallucination is something AI which doesn't know on one particular topic. It may not know, but it will still give you a prompt answer. I mean, confident answer. Sometimes we believe it is right, so that's why you need to validate it. At least when you are taking a big judgment on financial stuff or anything which is very important, so you need to pre-validate that before. But definitely it's a time, it will reduce the time. It's already given the thing, but you just need to validate that. So it will not give you a sense of doubt. It always give, the answer is 100%. Since I have seen, sometimes um, uh, there will be 10% wrong in the what feedback we receive. So that's why, to be careful. But definitely, as the years go on, this will reduce. It will give you more. The percentage of giving a wrong answer will definitely it will reduce, right? Uh, and this is most thing is voice cloning, and voice cloning is something like there are a lot of apps are coming up. It is there where if somebody calls you and record your audio, and they will go to app, and with the same app it will feed the sentence like, ask your son or whoever daughter with your voice for money in a mobile. They'll switch on this app to speak, and they'll feed the data through chat, right? As you feel like the same person is, because it is answering. Let's say, for example, I need money. Suppose the opposite person may ask, why do you need money? These people will write down immediately the text. With the same voice will answer, right? You feel like it is a proper right person is talking. Or deepfake videos is something which every day we see it in the news, and there are a lot of cases, particularly in the Bollywood heroes and heroines, whoever. A lot of deepfake videos are doing just by photo with their face. A lot of videos there. There are a lot of apps are there where it will give a moment with that pixels, right? The AI, for AI, it is just a pixel. That's it. No feelings, nothing. It just treat it as a pixel. So there, that's why we said innovations. Yes, if you use it in a right way, it's good. But if you go in a wrong way, it makes a bigger problems, right? And digital arrest. This is where a lot of people have lost the crores. Like the calls at the from police department with your name, and they say some uh, parcel has received on your name, and it is a fraud thing, this that, and they try to harass you uh, with all these videos or with the wrong information. So right, so you need to be careful. You should be aware, all the things what's happening in the world, right? I think, and then uh, so. And the main important thing is, if we have over dependency on the AI, it may be a problem as well. Like, you stop thinking, right? Your brain is, it will be so cool that it will not think anything, because everything you have in hand. So minimize the use it whenever it is required. So that's very important. Otherwise, will totally depends on AI, and someday we feel like we struggle to answer so many things. We stop thinking. That's a big thing. So the rules for make it simple, stay safe is, don't share any sensitive information like password, bank details, Aadhaar details to anywhere, and any calls if you are getting, just validate that, and always use trusted apps. Okay, known apps, well-known apps. Don't use the now easily trap. When you open ChatGPT, you may get one more advertisement where there is a fraud app, right? And always verify the answers. And whenever you feel like, okay, there is a threat, you please validate it. Nothing, spending 5-10 minutes extra, it will not harm you. It will always safeguard you, right? So blessing or curse, it's again depends on individual person. You can go in either way. So always it is blessed. Any innovation, it's always blessed. But there are people who misuse as well, right? So yeah. So next is, let's go with the real example.
You unshare, sir, this one. Whatever you are sharing, you unshare. And whatever you wanted to share, you get it ready and then share that. You put off your PowerPoint presentation if you want. Yeah, now you have come to Claude. Yeah,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
can now demonstrate.
Yeah. So let me go to PPT. Now, as I discussed, earlier, I built, from scratch, couple of apps I have built.
Back
Right.
to your presentation.
Yeah, this is a presentation. I'll go through the real example. I just want to give a few words on this. Let's say,
Build
for
me a blood
example,
pressure diary.
sorry,
You have written there, build me a blood
can you
pressure
hear me?
diary app for seniors.
Sorry, your voice is breaking. I don't know whether it's my problem or.
Yeah, from your end only.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible, but the voice is throughout little
Okay.
disturbed because of the
Uh,
headphones, I guess.
no, your voice is breaking. So if you are hearing, please. So I'm assuming you guys are hearing me. If not, please raise your voice. So this is
Please
just
speak
a
a little
software where
louder and
if
closer to
somebody.
the mic.
Okay. So this is. Um, let's assume we are tracking the blood pressure on daily basis. So we use a mobile app or Excel sheet wherever, right? So to track our thing. Now, since why do we need to depend on others or other tools, right? Let's make one simple tool where you can use it. It takes only 2 minutes to build this, right? But just you need to give right prompt. No, I just logged into the uh, Claude. I'm just giving. So what exactly we are saying is build a blood pressure diary app for seniors, big fonts, reading. So it is a big fonts to just everybody can easily read, and flag above if it goes 140 by 90, it flags it as a red flag. Okay, and it should work in your phone wherever. So it will take a few seconds to build that. So earlier, usually it takes, to build something like this, we need a 15 days time, and we need a knowledge of a programming language. We need a design. We need database. A lot of things knowledge you require, right, to design something like this. But now things are totally different. You just give a prompt. Now look at the prompt what we have given. It's very clear what exactly your requirement. Font size is clear, and where do you want to highlight. It is clear, and it should be works on phone as well. So the whatever information we have given, it should be a very precise prompt, right? Instead of that, let's say, for example, build me a blood pressure diary. It will build, but what exactly you want. For example, you flag the readings above 140. You need to be very precisely. You need to give, and the trend chart on daily basis, how trend chart, all those things, right? So new reading. So it is. So this is something which if you add it, now let's say I'll add it. Now one reading is there, right? Another reading if I add. So here, let's say this is adding for. So these are the two readings I have added, right? And this will be remains even if you this will be intact. Data will be intact. It will be there. And let's assume you want to add yesterday's date, right? The date is not there, right? This is how we need to start building that. Now we have given the first prompt, it has built. Now let's say, for example, I will say, I'm not, so again, it is adding that feature, right? So this is how the simple apps where you can design and you can start using it. I'm just giving you an example where since most of them are retired persons, so I'm just giving first example. I have taken this as an example for medical reasons, right? So now just it has a good catch. Let me add picker to with quick today, yesterday buttons to backdating text on one tap, right? Look at this, yesterday, right? Let me take yesterday, or you can select the date as well. This is high, right? This is was the first requirement was saying. Now I was able to enter the Saturday date also, right? So in similar way, you can keep adding. For example, I want to see, okay, I have blood pressure. Why it is increasing? Is it because of the uh, diabetic? Since maybe I am diabetic as well. Is it because of diabetic? Can we have a trend where it shows, on daily basis how the trend looks like? In the sense, uh, uh, if diabetes increases, will it BP also increases? So you can give a prompt also. I'll just stop here. I'm just telling you, you can say, can you add to track the same app, right? To track diabetic numbers also. And later on, you can say, can you create a chart where it shows the correlate between both the uh, diabetic and blood pressure data on daily basis. So it will correlate. The chart will show, okay, this is how it works. I think I have created, I hope you understand what I'm saying. Now, let's assume you have created this and you want to give it to someone. You want to give it to someone, one of your friends. How to give that? You go here, publish artifact is there, right? You can click on publish artifact. Now you publish and copy link. Okay. You go WhatsApp. So this is the link. If I click this link, it will directly take me to the ChatGPT, that app directly. Okay. You can share it with anybody, any of your friends if you are interested, right? So this is how you can create your simple apps where you can use it for a daily thing. I'll show you one more example. So this is one thing, and you can see your I hopefully, I don't know, probably you guys are everybody, maybe everyone knows about this, but I'm just going through it. If someone so whatever chats you are discussed, everything will be there in the chat. And let's create one new chat where the I'll just one quick interesting. Similarly, there is one more you can. So daily expense tracker. Similarly, okay, if I am not going to build this, I'm just you can copyright. Build me a daily expense tracker with daily, weekly, monthly chart in rupees with simple data. So just you want to track your data, daily expenses. Yes, you can build one more app, which it takes 2-3 minutes to build, right? So this is one thing. And other thing is, so you can there are one option is there, customize. You can, there is one connectors are there. Okay, here if it is like you can add this Google Calendar or your Gmail, Google Drive, anything, right? So what is the benefit here? Let's assume you don't need to every time go to Google Calendar, add your or you want to see any appointments today, or you want to add new appointment. Again, log in there, Google Calendar open, or you want to see your Gmail or any photos in Google Drive, right? You can use it as a one tool where you can access everything here. But again, the main thing is you need to be careful with, as discussed, the privacy, right? You need to be very careful with that. So I just added my Google Calendar, Gmail, whatever. For example, summarize my email. So you can type like this, just enter. So it will check your email and it will summarize what exactly there in last 10 hours. So there are a couple of I have tax I need to update. There is QR code scan, whatever, Speechify. There's some junk emails, property, magic bricks. There are a couple of emails. It summarize marketing. So something like this, right? So I don't need to read all the mails, or if you are very specifically giving, this is what you want to see on every day, right? Or show me. So this will check my Google Calendar and it will show the data what. So it just, I have some couple of workouts which are, so your thing are also, see, AI for daily life, this is also there, right? So this is how you can add the calendar here only by message, or you can tell here, add for tomorrow 5:30, whatever, you can add it. You don't need to go anywhere. Like that, there is a big options, or everything is there in this connector. You can gel up with everything, and you can use as a one tool where you can connect to all the tools, right? To get the data, you don't need to log in everywhere. And you can automate as well, like in this particular time, send an email with my appointment. So many things you can do from here, right? So this is one thing. And then we have in ChatGPT, there is one scheduling option is there, like, uh, so this is something like, you can go to schedule here, you can add one schedule. Let's say, for example, in the morning, uh, you want to, early morning, usually we take paper, right, to read all the important points. Maybe you don't want to, sometimes, you don't want to read, go through all the paper important points. You want very specific information, like you want to see the cricket, what happening is cricket or football or politics, or only specific to Bangalore politics, something like that. So morning, you just add, um, so send a 5-point morning briefs with top India national and notable health, latest cricket update, Bangalore weather, and you can put, repeat daily. Is it you want in 1 hour, whatever? You just set it, right? So it will automatically, in your mobile, the pop-up will come, whatever time you have scheduled. For example, if you go to chats, right? So now I have one more. I usually send a reminder poster like every day for playing badminton at 6 a.m. So it will remind me, and it will create a poster as well, right? For example, if you come to chat, where is my daily briefing? This is the one, my daily briefing. If you don't get a pop-up, you can go to chats and see what is the 5 points that is there in the, yeah. So look at this. This is the 5-point summary. Five or whatever. I'm just giving you an example. This is how it looks. Every day, you don't need to open sometimes a newspaper. You can have it if you're not free, right? So this is the quick points where you can see the weather, temperature, whatever, right? So this is all, these things, you can track it, correct? And even if you don't want to build any app, let's say, for example, I have one expenses I want to track, start tracking water expenses. Create one chat and you keep adding it. It will add, and it will give you monthly how much you have spent on water tankers. All those things, it will start tracking it. You don't need to create in case if you don't want to create an app, but you can start chatting, and you can ask, can you give me a chat? It will give you a chat. You can, whatever question you ask, it is given. So basically you are building your own LLM. You are training uh, right? You are training the tool, what exactly you want, right? So like that, there are, now one more thing I just want to show you. Now, the important thing is, now there are a lot of tools where came up, or a lot of people, you will get charged big amount for, analyzing the, I don't know how many people are interested in financial data, like stock market, where how many, if you are interested in investing on any stock. So in Warren Buffett's life, how he is analyzing. I just gave a prompt: analyze Infosys using Warren Buffett's framework. economic moat, management quality. These are the things which Warren Buffett it's keep talking about, right? So if I want to analyze only for Infosys with same thing, look at the data, how cleanly it is given, right? There are capital allocation, excellent management quality, depth, it's exceptional. There are with clear ratings it is given, right? What is their strengths and weakness? So there is, if you see, AI disruption is one of the big weakness where the price for big fall in last few months because of they basically work on service product rather than service as a work as a service industry rather than on any, they don't have any products, right? So if you see each point, it is very clear, and so you can taking the decision. So capital allocation, everything it is there, and there is a score is also there. Let me uh, take you to the end. Do we have a time? Hello?
I think we are nearing timing. Another 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Your video is lost, Mahesh.
Okay. I think I have taken more time. Let me pause here. I'll just go through the couple of slides because we have time issues there. So this is one. Let me open this. So yeah, the big the notebook LLM, where this is one of the very important things. I just want to show you because it is very useful for everyone. I want to show this example because I don't know how much people have used. Since I'll show you. So now look at this. I just gave one source, Dr. Sarma sir's website. Let's say, for example, I can't go through the entire website. I just need a specific point I want in video, right? Or I want a podcast discussion. People will discuss, what exactly is there. Look at this. This is a podcast which has created by here. Now look at this. This is a video. It is created by Notebook LLM. So something like that, where it has created a podcast, it has created a slide deck based on the entire website information. It has created a quiz as well. It will ask you a question if you have, and there are a lot of things where it is automatically created, like audio overview. I'm sorry. So if you want to, upload in, let's assume in a YouTube, you can create on a here in the LLM, and you can create audio and you can upload it in YouTube, right? You don't, for example, this. So this is, they discuss on Sharma sir's, I think audio is, voice is less. So this is a podcast thing. So it automatically created on everything. Any subject you give, it will create a video on based on. So if you have less time, you can do that, or you want to upload in YouTube or something. This is the best place where you can use it. Anything like, your kids' notebook, you can upload, and you can create a podcast or a video for them to, easy for learning purpose, right? So again, summarize, I have done this. And then, so there are a couple of this also we did. So I have created huge number of like 50 PPTs are there. You can start using it. But this, for example, this is before going to a cardiologist. He may ask a lot of questions. So you go to ChatGPT or Gemini, where you ask, this question, where it will give you an interview. Okay, what is your symptoms? All those history, medicines it will ask, and it will create a one-page summary. You take a printed and hand it over to consultant. Where for him also, it's easy to analyze, right? So this is where we can, utilize in a better way, right? So there are a lot of slides are there. I'll not go through it because of the time. And then last slide I'll go. So golden rules for, safely, as I said, OTPs, passwords, and if you are going with any health device, as I need to be careful. And then for families, right? So if somebody is calling with your voice, just make sure, particularly asking for a money or something, just, have a secret word where everybody understand. If you are asking for a money, use this secret word, something like that, and validate those things. So yeah. So since we have a uh, time restriction, so I just stop it here. So yeah, thank you. And then if any questions, please let me know.